Kelly Ford here at Hackensack Meridian Health Stage 17 with Ryan Hurd.
Thank you for having me. And welcome to New York.
It's been waiting for me.
It's very cool. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Week 1.
Yeah.
So far, it's great.
Yeah, and I appreciate you being patient. You know, it's been a week of celebrations, and I promised I would take the marathon, not a sprint approach, but I have been sprinting, and I was overserved hot dogs last night.
I've also in my life been overserved, and it's always someone else's fault, and I think that applies here as well.
I mean, I told Katie Neal, whatever I say or do not let me have one more thing.
But you only start in New York City one time, right? So
this is actually my second time.
Start over in New York City one time. So I think it's awesome. I think this is your week to rock it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. When you come in next year, like, she is still rocking it.
She's
not going to make it. Well, you're kind of killing it out there, Ryan Hurd.
Thank you very much. We're having a lot of fun, and it's cool to have a song that is really reacting, and I don't know, everything seems to just be really fun right now.
Do you feel pressure to wear a t-shirt because of the song To a T?
I feel pressure to wear a t-shirt because that is the societal expectation, is that when you walk into a building, you should be clothed. So other than that, I don't know. The song To a T is not, I mean, the reason that it says To a T-shirt is because we really had no idea what other line to write there. But that kind of made the list of things that were like setting the scene. So it's a really cool song to write. There's like a lot of math weirdly involved in the back of the chorus. It was kind of hard to
Did I mention I'm hungover? Try not to do math.
I'm not going to make you do the equation.
Okay, good. Well, I think for everybody who is more lucid, what is the math?
Just lining up the rhythm of the song and like where the chorus needed to end and all those I's and stuff and like the T's and whatever. It was like, it felt like a math problem to write it. But the cool part about being on a song like that is, like, when it's really a challenging song to write, but you know it's cool, it's really fun. And it makes you, like, stretch your brain a little bit. And I wrote it with my friends, Laura and Nathan. And my best friend from when I grew up is the producer on it. And Marin sings on it. So it's like this huge, like, family affair, it feels like. And it's been really fun to have that out. And it's fun to come to radio with it.
That's a great groove.
Yeah.
She sounds, your voices make sweet, sweet love.
Thank you. Well, she liked the song before anybody else did, and she knows she has like a open invitation to sing on whatever she wants, and we still like get to work together whenever that works out. It's not like the most important thing anymore because we have other stuff that we do together besides write songs, but still really special. And I wrote a couple for her album, and she's got a couple on mine and sings a couple times, and it's been really a cool time in our lives.
It's fun to watch y'all on socials. I mean, you're like the chillest couple who you already seem to intuitively understand this whole thing that is you separately and you together.
That is a nice thing to say. It's a constant negotiation, right? Like, but everybody, their relationship is. And so, like, ours is, we have, like, wild travel calendars. And so, luckily, we've been able to combine a lot of stuff and travel together and do work. But, yeah, I think we've kind of settled into a really nice thing this last year.
I saw the hot tub photo.
Yeah.
I embarrassed you.
I mean, just a hot. I was wearing a bathing suit.
Yeah.
And there were other people in it, so it was a friend hang. We went skiing in Lake Tahoe. It was Marin's first time ever skiing.
It looked beautiful. I've never been to Lake Tahoe.
It's beautiful. I've been to Colorado a lot, and she'd never skied before, but she is pretty natural at it, so it was awesome. And she's been wanting to go to the beach, so maybe we go to the beach next.
I like that.
Yeah.
Now, I noticed you're also just a huge sports fan. I don't know a ton about it.
That's okay. So. I tweet about sports too much, and I realize that when I tweet about music, I get so many people retweeting it and liking it, and I tweet about sports, and it's like it's nothing. So I had also I tweeted about the band Wilco last year. It was one of my favorite rock bands, and it was my least popular tweet of the entire year. So that's not because I am bad at tweeting. It's because people need to listen to Wilco.
Yes.
That's what I decided.
Write another strongly worded tweet.
I did. I said, you guys need to listen to Wilco if this is how you treat my tweet. But
that's so aggressive.
It was, but it was necessary.
What do you do when you come to New York?
I feel like people are either LA people or New York people. And I've come to love LA, but when the first time I ever came to New York, I was like, I love it here. And so I have family that lives here.
Oh.
And so I love to be like down in the Village, and like there's a couple bars down there that we love. Still never been to a Yankee game.
Oh.
I really would love to do that sometime soon because I do love sports. But really, I mean, we work a lot up here, but I just feel like the food is great. The vibe is so fun. The energy's great. And it's not a long flight from Nashville. So every time we get to come up here, it's just, we're always like pretty excited about it.
You're a Michigan grad? Did you go?
No, I was almost, I wanted to go there for graduate school, and I couldn't really pull the trigger, but I grew up in West Michigan and then went to college at Belmont in Nashville. So so I am a huge Michigan sports fan, and I still go up there all the time on, like, we have a lake house in Michigan. And so like my life is like kind of centered Nashville, and then I grew up in West Michigan and was born in Chicago. So I kind of claim Nashville and Chicago and West Michigan, but where I grew up is like halfway between Chicago and Detroit.
Oh, wow.
So that's a lot of geography that I don't know if you care about at all, but
no, I
that's
actually,
the story.
In the past few years, I've gotten to go to Michigan a lot, and there wouldn't have been really anything that would bring me to Detroit, and
Sure.
I loved it. Like, people there love it.
Yeah, it's when I was a kid, people were obviously kind of scared of Detroit, and then for years I've heard, oh, it's coming back, and then truly, like, if you go to Detroit now, it's back. It's a very cool town, and the downtown's amazing. It's a really special spot, and people love country music in Michigan and Detroit, and it's really fun to go play there.
It's kind of like it's like the New York vibe, where
It sure
it's
is.
not part of the soundtrack, so you're choosing it, you're defending it, and
I think it's always surprising when people come to a big city like Chicago or Detroit or New York City, and you see like the country music fans that are in New York, and you're like, where did you come from? And I think that, like, I just put out this song called Michigan for the Winter, and it's a country song that's set in the Midwest. And I think people are, the country music talks about, I mean, its roots are in the South. So people kind of generally associate it with that. But I think one cool thing about this song is like putting it in a different place that is still full of country music, and all of those pictures work for those people, and they see themselves in the song, is really special. And it just proves that, like, there's people who identify with our genre all over the country.
I'm going to ask you this question more as a recall to a previous conversation we did not have in this recording.
Okay.
When are you and Maren going to have kids?
I was told by you to not do that.
Thank you. I was a test, and you won.
You said
The rewards?
the rewards are marginal at best, which I feel very uncomfortable saying that into a microphone.
I do too, a little, because
but-
I'm afraid my kids might hear it.
I guarantee you, your kids are not watching
I love
what you're
you,
doing.
Grace. No.
Grace, you rule, but
She does.
no way she's watching this.
No way. All right.
She's too cool for Mom.
So let's talk about her.
Especially if that's the relationship that's been going on. How old is she?
18.
18. Oh, so
Dagger
you're like
dagger tattoo.
18th birthday?
Yeah.
Dagger tattoo right here.
Right
Sternum.
in your mom's heart.
Yeah.
Oh, she's awesome,
It
actually.
doesn't wash off, huh?
She's a badass, actually.
I
super
bet. I'm
proud of her.
terrified of tattoos.
Right? What message is that?
I'm now scared of her.
Yeah.
So that's like,
She's about your height.
you
so,
should be confident then sending her off to do whatever she does next, because nobody's messing with Grace.
Honestly.
Yeah.
That's what I like.
I like, when I like get winded, I'm like, that hurts. And so like if somebody wanted to tattoo a sword down my sternum, I'd be like, that's not gonna happen.
That might be my favorite quote of the interview. When I get winded, it hurts. It
Yeah,
hurts.
so I'm not really into like super painful tattoos, but
Got any goals this year? We're kind of still in New Year land.
one thing that I'm really good at, and I'm not good at a lot of things, is I love doing the thing that's right in front of me. So I have been in a really cool headspace with Maren and with my songwriting and with like what I've been doing as an artist. And so I don't really have any like specific goals, but I really love what I'm doing right now, and I love getting to show people to a T, and I love just everything that's kind of been like about this period of our lives. And so I just want to keep that going, like
Good.
just really kind of relaxed. And I mean, I was in LA last week and New York this week, and it's like, man, I should feel worse than I do, but I'm just really enjoying this part of our lives. So it's cool.
That's a great gift to have.
It is, and
be able to soak it up and not do what we all do, which is like, what's next?
Yeah, and I feel like it's I mean, that doesn't last forever with anybody, but I'm just really enjoying this part.
That's very nice. All right, is there anything you want to ask me?
Yeah, how are you feeling?
Marginal at best.
From the beginning of the interview till now, do you feel just a little bit better?
I do, actually.
Okay,
I think
good.
you're a calming presence, and you have made me not winded.
Good.
And I just feel as every hour goes on and the more hydrated I get and the farther I get away from the hot dogs, I'm better.
And the closer you get to your bed at the end of the day.
Right.
Yeah, it's coming. You're almost there. You're almost through lunch. You're almost not here. All right, and that's how this ended.
To a T. We love you, Ryan Hurd.
Love you too. Thank you for having me out. It's always so special to come talk about myself on this station.
Well, and you made my first week special here.
Absolutely. You'll always remember starting over in New York with Ryan Hurd. That's a good podcast.
That's a great podcast.
You can have it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. All right. Thank you.
All right.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.